Welcome back to Stoic over Whispers. Today, we're diving into something powerful. 2 words that can instantly shift a woman's perception of you. Attraction isn't just about looks, money, or status. It's about psychology. The right words, said with the right energy, can spark intrigue, confidence, and even desire. But what if just 2 simple words could make all the difference? Backed by women's psychology, this guide reveals how to capture attention instantly and leave a lasting impression. For years, I lived by the same advice most men are given. Be polite. Don't ask for too much. Stay humble. I thought if I just waited patiently, life would eventually reward me. But here's the truth. This mindset was secretly holding me back. What if the key to living the life you actually deserve is to stop settling and start asking directly for what you want? In this video, I'll show you why women find it deeply attractive when a man knows what he wants and isn't afraid to express it. More importantly, you'll learn how this mindset shift can transform not just your communication, but the way you move through life. By the end, I'll give you a simple but powerful exercise that will flip a switch in your confidence and change how you approach both dating and life. Stick around until the end, because that's where the real breakthrough happens. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss our latest content. And I want to hear from you. If today's message resonates, drop a 1 in the comments. If it doesn't, drop a 0. Your feedback helps shape future videos that speak directly to you. Now, let's get started. When I was younger, I was constantly told the same things. Be polite, don't be pushy, don't ask for too much. Those words were drilled into me by teachers, parents, and society, and for years I believed them. But here's what I eventually discovered. Women aren't drawn to men who hide their desires. They're drawn to men who are bold enough to ask, fearless enough to lead, and clear enough to know exactly what they want. For a long time, I believed the key to a good life was to stay quiet, compliant, and undemanding. I thought passivity was the safest path. Accept whatever came my way without questions, without pushing for more. I convinced myself that if I hid my desires and simply waited, life would eventually reward me. But over time, that belief began to rot from the inside. A dull ache of dissatisfaction grew louder. Something was missing. That mindset, the agreement to always hold back, wasn't noble. It was suffocating me. It was keeping me locked inside walls of self-imposed limitation. I told myself accepting less was humility, even virtue. But the truth? It was fear. Fear of being called selfish, greedy, or demanding. And so I shrank, walking on eggshells, denying my own needs. It wasn't until years later, through life's ups and downs, that I uncovered a truth that most men never learn. By refusing to ask for what I wanted, I was denying myself the very life I deserved. And here's the empowering realization. Women are not repelled by a man who knows what he wants. They are drawn to him. There's a magnetic force in a man who can look the world in the eye and say, I want. Because when you speak with clarity of desire, you're not just asking, you're demonstrating confidence, certainty, and strength of purpose. These qualities aren't just admired, they're revered. Women don't crave a man who hesitates, second guesses, or lets life pass him by. They want to feel the presence of a man who stands tall, who knows what he wants, and who is brave enough to ask for it. That man isn't afraid of rejection. He knows that asking is not weakness, it's power, weakness. Let me make this clear. This isn't about being rude, inconsiderate, or bulldozing your way through life. It's not about ignoring the needs of others. What I'm talking about is being direct, honest, and assertive, while staying respectful and understanding. There's a massive difference between being stubborn and being firm. Stubbornness is rigid. It's clinging to your own desires without room for anyone else's perspective. Firmness, however, is different. It's knowing what you want, while also acknowledging and respecting the wants of others. It's the balance between assertiveness and empathy, between taking action and being considerate. And here's what matters. Women notice that difference. They feel it. They can sense when a man is authentic, confident in his stance, yet humble enough to listen. A man who knows what he wants, but doesn't force it on others. That balance creates a magnetic energy, an energy that naturally draws people in, especially women. So here's a simple exercise that will change how you move through the world. Start using the phrase, "I want," at least 5 times a day. It doesn't matter who you're speaking to. Friends, family, co-workers, even the cashier at the store. Practice in the small, everyday moments. For example, "I want a stronger coffee, please." Or, "I want to take a walk this afternoon." At first, it might feel uncomfortable, but stick with it. As you begin to say, "I want," you'll feel a shift inside. You'll stand taller, you'll speak clearer, you'll feel more grounded in your own power, and others will notice it too. They'll respond differently with more respect, because they can sense your clarity and your confidence, determination, and the ability to assert yourself without apology are powerful traits. But here's where real transformation happens, when you apply them to your romantic life, especially with women. Picture this. Instead of saying something vague like, "Oh, if you want, we can hang out sometime," you say with certainty, "I want to take you out for dinner this Friday." It seems like a small shift, but trust me, it's massive. Women are drawn to a man who can make decisions, who takes initiative, and who doesn't leave things to chance. When you're direct about what you want, you show that you're serious, that you're not just wasting time, that you respect both your time and hers. This is leadership in action. It shows you're comfortable making choices and courageous enough to pursue what you desire. That mindset shift, clear, confident, unapologetic, can change not only how you communicate, but how you live. Instead of waiting for life to happen, you'll be shaping it. And the best part? Women will notice. They'll feel your strength, your vision, and your ability to create momentum. You're not just asking for what you want, you're claiming the life you're meant to live. If you're still watching this video and finding these lessons valuable, drop a number 1 in the comments so I know you're with me. And let me share a timeless secret. One passed down through generations. The kind of man a woman truly wants by her side is a man who leads with clarity, strength, and authenticity. A man unafraid to own his desires and stand firm in who he is. That's the man who captures her heart. But here's a caution. Don't confuse strength with arrogance. There's a fine line between being firm and being controlling. When you state what you want, you must also be willing to listen to what she wants. Because real relationships are built on mutual respect and understanding. They're a two-way street where both people express their needs, hopes, and dreams. By being open and clear about yours, you create a safe space for her to do the same. And that, mutual honesty, is the foundation of trust, love, and lasting commitment. At first, asking for what you want might feel intimidating. You may fear being judged, rejected, or seen as rude. But the truth is, expressing yourself with confidence and respect is the key to building something extraordinary. And once you step into that mindset, everything in your life begins to shift. Rejection. Let's be real. Everyone fears it. That knot in your stomach, the hesitation before putting yourself out there, it's normal. We all carry that fear of being vulnerable, of risking the chance that someone might say no. But here's the truth. Vulnerability isn't weakness, it's strength. It's in the moments when you open up, when you express your desires and your truth, even if it feels uncomfortable, that real growth happens. That's where courage lives. When you're clear about what you want, you're not just signaling to the world that you deserve happiness, you're declaring it to yourself. You're saying, I am worthy, I am ready, I have the strength to pursue the life I want. So here's my challenge to you. Start the I want exercise this week. Say it out loud at least 5 times a day. It could be to friends, family, co-workers, or even strangers. Keep it simple. Keep it consistent. Watch how it shifts not just how others see you, but how you see yourself. Over time, your confidence will grow. You'll feel more grounded in asking for what you want. You'll begin to uncover a stronger, more authentic version of yourself. The man who knows who he is, what he desires, and isn't afraid to claim it. This is just the beginning. Step into that role. Become the confident, genuine, unshakable man you were meant to be. The world doesn't need a watered-down version of you. It needs the real you. So embrace the exercise. Embrace the challenge. Trust yourself and step forward with confidence. The life you want is already waiting. Now let me ask you, what did you learn today? How will you start using the I want exercise to transform the way you carry yourself? Drop a comment below and share the one thing you're committing to today. And if this message resonated, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Modern Stoic. Hit the bell icon so you never miss the next video. Thank you for watching.